Having had a large corporate SmithKline Beach, and before it was GlaxoSmithKline, but a large corporate background, do you feel that you can make more of a difference when you're working with the smaller companies? You can actually make some changes that you can see develop. You haven't got that behemoth, that big oil tanker moving.
There's not a shadow of doubt.
Yeah?
You can see the difference you make. Almost day in, day out. Whereas as I come back, and you'll have seen the same at SmithKline, in that unfortunately you have to learn to manage the politics in those larger companies to make something happen. Sometimes it can be walking through treacle. Whereas, as David said, you work with the smaller company. If you decide a course of action, then it can actually be enacted the next day, if not that afternoon.
Yeah, it's a speedboat versus a tanker, and we get a chance to talk to the driver.
Yeah, and of course with all those analogies, the little tugs that tug those huge boats around around the harbours. Yeah, and I would imagine that it's refreshing and therefore very valuable to step out of it, because you maybe you step out of it for a few days or weeks. You get a different perspective than when you're actually in it and involved in it and get lost in those politics.
You do, and I think it comes down to that. When we're looking for people to join us in FD4, there's certain, we almost take the technical sides for granted, because again, to have had the experience, we don't need to worry about people understanding some of the technicalities. We're actually looking for the character traits. We're looking for the leadership qualities. We're looking for the ability to get on with people. We're looking for people that actually still want to make a difference. And it's not without good reason. It's not just a cliche when we say that FD4 is passionate about adding value to companies' businesses. We absolutely are. And there's nothing that pleases David and myself more. When we do briefing at the end of the day or end of the week, if we tell each other about the successes we've had and the fact that we've made some more money, or we've come up with a new way of doing something for a client, it's just absolutely brilliant.
And the people that work for you have got to share that.
Absolutely.
Otherwise they're not going to fit. And I know my recruitment colleagues talk about, can they do the job? That's one thing. Will they do the job? Yeah, that's it. But will they fit is the most crucial question.
Absolutely.
It really is. And I would just like to say that, we've actually rejected more people to join us than have joined us so far. That we are a little bit picky.
I could think of rejects more fish than it whatever.
Cool, love it. Well, I don't know about you, but I've had a good time on the programme. I hope the two of you have, and I hope Mike has as well. But the time is rapidly approaching when we need to say goodbye. So let me do a formal thank you to David and Neil from FD4. I'm going to take a wild guess that says you do have a website.
We do. It's obviously the 3 W's, and it's FD4, but it's numeric 4.co.uk. And you just pop on there and you'll see even more things about us.
And what I do know, because I've tried it, is if you just put FD4 into the search engine of your choosing, it comes out top, which is really a nice place for you to be.